Okay, let me go through this quickly. I pulled the throttle cables out, and the lower one came in, and it clamped on right here, right at the base of it, and then this piece slides back, and then the whole mechanism comes off. See that? I know I'm shaking around a lot, but that holds on to that pin. And then there's another one right back here behind the electrical, the plug wires. Okay, and that one connects there, and then it obviously runs these two levers. It's weird. It's like a reverse cable. It holds still here, and then the center of the cable, the shaft pulls on these two levers. So the head was stripped. The idiot that sold me this thing failed to mention that the center plug thread was stripped. So I pulled this head off. I'm going to have to clean all this up. And just to show you, the 70 still has some kick to it, even with the head off. So I'm going to get the parts, drop this back together, and then we'll see where we're at from there. But other than that, it seems fairly reasonable as far as getting it back together. Look, they put a single bolt in where it requires these four holding that electrical, don't know what it is yet, but I'm assuming it's some kind of coil. Anyway, there we have it. 3 carbs. It'd be nice if I could find out an upgrade for any of this. And who knows, maybe put something a little more fantastic than it already is. There's your 71. What does that say? 70 HD, 707 HD. See it right there. Okay, I got that there. Alright. This is our Las Vegas Sahara. This is basically it right here. You can see this boat anywhere. This is how I got it. Well, I got it all put together, but now I have it torn apart. Still got most of the chrome, the steps, the rails, the inside. It's got new seats. Those are generic. But the gun walls are fairly good. This one's a little cracked up, but it had, like soft padding in there. It was easily replaced. Boxes for 2 fuel tanks. Big box for what should be 2 batteries. And then, of course, your power head. But other than that, kind of a one of a kind. Maybe 2 of a kind. Yeah, so I want to show you what this douche sold me. So you can make out inside. There's a big chunk taken out of the top one in those grooves there. And this one is just smooth all the way through. So he got me. He did. But I got this one of a kind Vegas boat. So this is the head to the 70 Chrysler outboard. And this is a 707 HD. And it looks pretty clean otherwise. I'm going to see if I can't maybe have this retapped or something. Possibly for a different plug maybe, or who knows. Anything's possible. So we'll see what happens. I just ordered mine off of eBay. Thank you very much for having these parts. And to the guy that sold it to me. Man, what a douche. Oh yeah, I just wanted to show you this. I ordered a brand new gasket from Wolf Marine in Ohio. It's not spelled like wolf, it's spelled differently. That's them right there. Anyway, here's the new gasket. It's so sweet. It's got a nice little wax coating on it. And then here's the new head. I got the plugs in there just to make sure that the threads are fine. I cleaned it out pretty good. I'm not worried about that little bit of deposit. Some spray to clean that out, but that's the new head. 1870 Chrysler. Sweet. Alright, we're back with the 70 horsepower 1971 Chrysler 70 horsepower. I said it already. Okay, we've got the new head, and you just got a plug set in there to keep the dust and stuff out. It's windy today. But we're setting these bolts, and we got some of this anti-seize. We're going to lightly brush these bolts, and I don't know if I can get this. And stand my phone up so you can see what I'm doing here. So we got this anti-seize. I'm going to lightly brush this on and coat these bolts. I'm going to get it in all those threads, but not too much because you don't want it to get in on the gasket or anything. So we got our anti-seize on the bolt. We're going to place each bolt and get this thing set to specifications once I get all these bolts greased. I found an inch-pound wrench, not at Harbor Freight, but I found it at AutoZone. I searched all over town. I went everywhere. And a quarter mile from my house was AutoZone, and they had this. Goes from like I forget what it goes to, but it goes all the way up to 960 inch-pounds. It goes from like I think 90 to 900 inch-pounds. So that's always good to know. I'm glad I can help somebody else because it took me 3 days to look for one of those things. Anyway, we're going to get these all greased up, and then we're going to sock them in with the torque wrench and see what we get. Hopefully everything's cool. Be right back. Hello, we're back with the Las Vegas Sahara boat. Here we have the 71 Chrysler 3-cylinder. And just to go over with you, I never used the AutoZone inch-pound torque wrench because there was no in-between for the 225 inch-pounds. So I just went with the Harbor Freight. I had one for $21, and I was able to just convert the inch-pounds, and I did it at 18 foot-pounds. It's supposed to be 18.75, but if you like, you can see this thing run at Las Vegas Sahara Bow Rider. That's BOW Rider on Lake Mead, and you can see us tearing up the lake. So we got these all socked in. I ran the boat for a couple hours, and I need to retorque them, and we'll see if it even takes a retorquing. I got that brand new gasket in there, and we got this head off of eBay. Can't thank you enough. We got our new cables in. There's our lower cable with the connection to the Chrysler. There's our upper. Looks like the vibration brought our set screw a little back, but it's not going to bother anything because it's not really even going anywhere. So, I don't have the cleanest engine here. I don't have the best situation, but all my gaskets are tight. My electric works. Of course, you know, we had to throw a little starter fluid. I probably should have used WD-40 at first, but, you know, it got it to kick over. We pulled gas in through the carbs, and then once we got it on the lake, you can see it starts to kick in pretty hard once the new gas starts to get through these needle valves and start surging through these carbs. I did notice when I took the cover off, I probably got another 5 miles an hour out of the boat. So I need to figure out why it's choking with the cover on, or I could possibly throw some vents in the cover to allow more air. If you have any comments or suggestions, feel free. But there it is, torqued down, and I didn't video in between because we were too excited to get to the lake, and we did. So there you have the 71 Chrysler, 70 horsepower. It is a 707 HD. I could show you right there. Some of you don't believe me that it says HD. I don't know why, but it's too much of a damn reflection. There you go. There you go. Now you can see it. All right. Pretty standard. There's our cover. Could use to be repainted, but I kind of like the whole original thing. All right. Thanks for watching. Okay, here we are. Stripped the whole inside of the boat. Trying to clean all this up. Get some of this fiberglass fixed. I took all the seats out. Put a good shine to it. Compounded the whole boat to get all that white crap off of there. Took these seats out. You're going to reupholster them. I'm starting to cut the wood now. I'm going to get ready to start this today, I think. And here we took the seats. Cut out new templates out of the old ones. Wood's kind of shot. So we're going to redo all this. This was the original color of the seat, I believe. And then once I get all this painted and ready for the boat, we'll start some upholstery and throw some foam. And we got our vinyl material at the Joann's, or yeah, it was Joann's, I think. And we'll get those reupholstered. So here we are, Las Vegas boat. Don't believe me? Las Vegas Boat Company, 1971 or 72. Not so sure. Not so many people know this boat. And here we got our 70 Chrysler. Just replaced the head, sockets, the head bolt. Oh, put down. Under the jaw. Have a look at this. Battery to the sucker today. It's not as clean as I'd like it to be. I saw some online that looked nice and clean, but here's the key. We just bought this head on eBay and just replaced the gasket in there, torqued it down to 18 foot-pounds. It's meant to 1875, but we're going to go with the 18 for now and see how it tightens up later. It's a little dirty, but over time we'll get to it. I got it sitting in water right now. I'm going to test everything out as soon as I get the battery in there. Replant all these wires, put everything in order, taped everything off, got everything run, new throttle cables, We're going to put a big old horn in here. Got the horn mounted up under here. You can see that? And there we go. We'll get these seats upholstered today, maybe get some of these stripes off, and continue this little restoration. Well, I didn't get to show everything because I've been busy, but I cut foam, cut some angles in. Cut some of these angles in the foam right here, so we get a nice bevel. Used a nice big old sharp kitchen knife. Sharpened it on the grinder with the fine wheel, but you know, I like it to leave like a serrated edge almost, like a nice rough edge, but even though it's sharp, because it saws through the foam real nice. As you can see, I can cut pretty good pieces with just a knife. So here's what turns out. We've got the bolts to go through for that. And then I'll show you. Cut all new templates and painted them nicely. Push that back, and it takes that little clip off of there. And there you have it, our new seats. Our new seats for our Las Vegas boat. So that goes in, locks in place, and there it goes. Not perfect, but it's still nice. This is marine grade vinyl. I got it at Joann's, and I have just these two other back seats to do. So those are little guys. They'll probably take the same amount of time, even though they're smaller. It's still got to go through each step. Cut the foam, cut the wood, all that stuff. And we'll get on this floor real soon. All right. I just got to do it again. Here's the Chrysler outboard. 70 horsepower, 1971. He said, wow!